Welcome to Byte Further. In today's video, you will learn what iPhone 11 boot loop is, what causes it, and free iPhone 11 boot loop fix. When starting up your iPhone 11, you may occasionally run into infinite reboot loop issues. The Apple logo seems stuck on a black screen. A few seconds later, the Apple logo disappears and the phone turns off, showing a black screen. After a while, the Apple logo appears again, and then the phone shuts down again. It keeps restarting and flashing the Apple logo but never stops and turns on the home screen. What is a boot loop on iPhone 11? The constant reboot loop is a failure that your iPhone 11 can't boot up the operating system correctly in the way it should. As it fails to turn on home screen, it has to go back to the Apple logo boot screen and try to restart again. That way, your find iPhone 11 was caught up in an infinite loop of flashing Apple logo and turning off. What causes iPhone 11 reboot loop? Your iPhone 11 fails to start up during a constant boot loop because of sudden interruptions in the booting process. So, what are the culprits that prevent your iPhone 11 from completing its standard boot sequence? Bad iOS update. Your iPhone 11 may not boot back up and begin being stuck in a boot up loop where it shows only the Apple logo on the black screen after installing a faulty iOS update. Rogue apps. Check if the Apple iPhone 11 reboot loop issues occur after you install any specific app. Unknown bugs. Sometimes, unexpected errors could arise in iPhone 11 startup sequence and result in an iPhone 11 restart loop. Low storage. When there is not enough system storage to loading startup apps and settings, your iPhone 11 will be stuck in a restart loop, loading Apple logo on and off and then screen off. If you're in trouble getting iPhone 11 out of boot loop, here are some solutions you can attempt by yourself. The steps here are workable to fix reboot loop in an iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. Solution 1 is to force restart iPhone 11. The first thing you should try is to force restart your iPhone 11. It's going to force turn off your device and then turn it on using buttons. Doing this can refresh the startup process to clear potential errors that lead to Apple logo loop. Best of all, you can try this iPhone 11 boot loop fix without losing data. Now, let's show you how to force reboot your iPhone 11. It doesn't require a computer. All you need to do is to quickly press the volume up button and then release. Quickly press the volume down button then release. Press the side button and keep holding it until the Apple logo comes up on the display. Now, wait a few seconds and see if your iPhone 11 stops boot looping and gets past the Apple logo to turn on. Solution 2 is to update iOS software. Some of you might have already tried the force restart multiple times but it fails. Your iPhone 11 still goes back to the boot loop and is stuck in an Apple logo screen. Worry not. Apple gives you a way to solve this problem. That is to put your iPhone 11 into recovery mode and install the latest iOS software using a computer. To save your time and make it easy, we'll show you how to do the update step by step. Connect the USB cable to your iPhone 11 and plug another end of the USB port into the computer. Double-click iTunes or Finder software to open it up. Next, grab your iPhone 11 and press some button combinations to go into recovery mode. Quickly press the volume up button then release. Quickly press the volume down button then release. Press the power button and keep holding it for a few seconds. Keep holding the power button even when you see the Apple logo screen. When you see a computer, a USB cable, and a link showing up on a black screen, release the power button. It's a recovery mode screen. If your iPhone 11 still gets stuck in a boot loop and won't connect to iTunes, it means you don't enter the recovery mode correctly. Just try these steps again. Then, head to your computer. Now, iTunes or Finder on your computer can quickly connect to an iPhone in recovery mode. A message dialog box should have popped up, just like this. On the bottom right corner of the dialog box, there are update and restore options. Click the update button. There are still some steps in the following. Just do what it asks you to do unless you see it starts downloading the latest iOS software. You can see the download icon on the top right corner is active and circling. Wait and you can click the download icon to see the status of the procedure. After around 1 hour to 3 hours, your iPhone 11 will reboot and show the Apple logo. Alright, the home screen appears. The boot loop issue has been fixed and you can use your iPhone 11 normally now. Solution 3 is to bring iPhone 11 back to factory settings. To be honest, doing a factory reset is safe insurance against most undiagnosed software-related problems. If the iPhone 11 boot loop Apple logo issue persists after the update and you can't narrow down the specific cause of the infinite reboot loop, Bringing your device back to its factory defaults is an ideal choice. A warning is that this step will clear out everything on your device, including your precious photos, messages, contacts, and so on. So, we suggest attempting this method only when you have backed up all your important data on your iPhone. To save your time and make it easy, we'll show you how to do the update step by step. Connect the iPhone 11 to the computer. Double-click iTunes or Finder software to open it up. Next, grab your iPhone 11 and press some button combinations to go into recovery mode. Quickly press the volume up button then release. Quickly press the volume down button then release. Press the power button and keep holding it for a few seconds. Keep holding the power button even when you see the Apple logo screen. When you see a computer, a USB cable, and a link showing up on a black screen, release the power button. It's a recovery mode screen. Now, go back to the computer and take a look at the iTunes or Finder screen. A message dialog box should have popped up. Click the restore button from there. There are still some steps in the following. Just do what it asks you to do unless you see it starts downloading the latest iOS software and restoring your device to factory settings. You can see the download icon on the top right corner is active and circling. After around 1 hour to 3 hours, your iPhone 11 will reboot and show the Apple logo. When you see the setup screen, it means your iPhone 11 stops getting into a boot loop and is running normally again. If you have no backups and don't want to lose your data, it's time to go to Apple Genius Bar to fix iPhone 11 stuck in reboot loop. As Apple stores are often crowded, Apple recommends you make an appointment first before you visit the Genius Bar. Hopefully, you fix iPhone 11 boot loop and get out of the Apple logo screen. If you find this video helps, please give it a thumbs up and share it via Facebook, Twitter, and so on to help others in need. Also, if you have any further questions, feel free to write them down in the comments below and I'll reply ASAP. To learn more tech tips about iPhones, subscribe to the Byte Further channel. Now, you can click another video on the screen to keep watching.